Hi guys, Daz here again with another episode of my top 20 selling comic books of the week. This time it is episode 105. And today I'm going to be discussing the best-selling comics on eBay for the week ending December the 24th, 2020. Yeah, Christmas Eve. I'm going through a backlog. Hopefully get there very, very soon. Now, since coverprice.com came on the scene, they've become a go-to spot for watching eBay trends on comics, and they scour thousands of eBay sales to culminate data to spotlight the hottest selling books. As always guys, let's find out if you can beat me, because most people normally do. Starting in at number 20, and this is nice to see, it's a DC book. Usually my top 20s are very, very heavy with Marvel. This issue is a new book, like I said, and it features the first appearance of a character called Kid Quick, aka Jeff Chambers. And he will be the new Flash in DC's future state. Now, this book was number 1 on my list last time round. It has plummeted to number 20, but it's still selling very well. The book in question, DC's Very Merry Multiverse, issue number 1. Or in fact, I think it is a one-shot, if I'm not mistaken. What can I tell you about its figures? Because it still sold very well. In fact, it sold 41 copies. And it had a 7-day trend of plus 94%. With a high sale of $29.95. Still going well. 41 copies still sold. Big drop though, from 1 to 20. Number 19 on our list. Always glad to get this book out for you guys. It is the book that started the big craze that is Star Wars comics right now. 1977's Star Wars issue number 1. Yeah, one of my few slabs. And it is only mid-grade, as you can see. But I paid £100 for it. I'm happy enough. It presents very nicely. Like I said, everything's pure fire with Star Wars right now. And this one is getting a lot more attention, and rightly so. It sold 23 copies. It had a 7-day trend, plus 96%, with a high sale CGC 9.6. I went for $753 on my days. I know 9.8s have been hitting over 1,000 at the moment, so I'll have to make do with my 5.5. We all want a higher grade, but if it's presenting well, I'm happy enough. Talking of big books, number 18 on our list. The biggest Marvel book out there at the moment, well, recently, is from 2011. We all know it. Ultimate Fallout, issue number 4 is our 18 spot this week. It never really falls off my top 20 list. Of course, this is the first appearance of Miles Morales, the Ultimate Spider-Man, guys. As well as that, it's also where Reed Richards becomes the Maker, a turning point where an evil Richards explains his new philosophy of the world to the children of tomorrow. Now, the reason I bring that up is because I've been reading that could be a future MCU Fantastic Four storyline. So let's see where it goes. But like I say, it's all about Miles Morales, this book. And rumours are he may be appearing in the MCU soon. Maybe in the Spider-Man 3 movie. Time will tell. But in the meantime, we're definitely getting him into the Spider-Verse, the sequel, which I'm very excited for. I own the first film. What did this one do? Well, it sold 28 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 107%, with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for a whopping $1,150. I need to get mine graded one day. And I paid £13.90 for this in March of 2018 as a nice little birthday present to myself. And it's worked out to be happy days, hasn't it? I've turned away a couple of copies in the last couple of years as well. One for 15 quid about 2.5 years ago. I couldn't believe what I was doing. And the other one more recently in February, I think, for about 40. So kicking myself a little bit. But I did end up getting Edge of Spider-Verse 2 instead of that book, which is a very high graded book. Moving on, we've got number 17 on our list, and we're back with Star Wars. It's from 2017, this one, and of course we are getting an Ahsoka TV series. It was announced at the Disney Investors, and people are clambering for early appearances. Of course, Clone Wars issue number 1 is way out of price for a lot of us average Joes now. I'm hoping Car Boot Tony can deliver me a copy for £1 down the Car Boot. Who knows? He's pretty good. But people are turning towards the next affordable book for her. And this happens to be the first time Ahsoka is in Star Wars canon. The book, number 17 on our list, is Star Wars Mace Windu, issue number 5. Now, I remember when this book was less than a tenner, and now hitting crazy heights. I think we're getting a Mace Windu show as well, which I'm absolutely buzzing about, because I'm a big fan of Mace Windu, and I'm pretty sure he survived that drop. Jedis can do that. What did it do? Well, it sold 15 copies, and it had a 7-day trend of plus 161% with a high sale CGC 9.8. Wow, really? Going for $500? Crikey, I'd rather have the raw Clone Wars 1 for that. Number 16 on our list, and this is another nice bronzer, and it's from 1974, and it comes from Marvel. Now, as reported by Comic Book Resources, there is a rumour that Nomad is being developed for a Disney Plus series. This issue is the first appearance of Nomad, which was Steve Rogers as he shunned his Captain America moniker. The book in question, like I said, from 1974, is Captain America, issue 180. This one's definitely on my radar because you can still get this fairly cheap at the moment. What did it do? Because, of course, this is unconfirmed rumours at the moment about Nomad. Well, it sold 25 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 113% with a high sale CGC 9.4, going for $339, guys. Great stuff. I'm a big Captain America fan, and I've been reading that Steve Rogers, Chris Evans may not be finished with the MCU. Number 15 on our list, talking of MCU. This is a book from 2016. And during that Disney Investor Summit, we got a crazy new trailer from Loki. And it showed Tom Hiddleston wearing this new headgear. The book in question, Vote Loki, issue number 1. Wow. Yeah, apparently there is going to be a scene where he is dressed just like this. I have seen the little clip. I try not to see too many spoilers, but I know he is going to be donning this attire. It's a nice cover, this by Trad Moore. What did it do, guys? Well, it sold 18 copies. It had a 7-day trend, plus 166%, and a high sale raw copy went for $26.96. Now, I paid £2.60 for this, and I bought this in December of last year, on the 16th of December to be precise. And I managed to find 4 copies in a shop in Cardiff. And I don't think the shopkeeper was too happy because he said everything was covered, but he didn't think I would be able to find these. And I brought out every long box in that shop. I was there 4.5 hours probably. So this is my keeper. I sent a copy off to my good friend JT Rogers, another off to my good friend Lyric Magic Moments, and I sold the other one for £26. So did all right, covered me tracks. Number 14 on our list, still Star Wars, and it's still that original series, still going well. This time we're talking about the Rogue Squadron, and we're getting a film from Patty Jenkins of Rogue Squadron, and I'm excited. I've started specking on the books already to do with that film. I think it's going to be a big hit. This book is the first full appearance of Rogue Squadron and cover appearance. It comes from 1980. It is Star Wars issue 40, a book that I will definitely be adding to my PC because I am after the entire run. I've got several of the keys now, but I want to grab them all. I want that entire run now. You know, I've always been a big Star Wars fan. I collect the original Hasbros. I've got a pretty good collection. I want to show you guys at some point. It's just getting around to it. What did it do? That issue 40 sold 16 copies and had a 7-day trend of plus 215% with a high sale CGC 9.6 going for $169.95. Very, very respectable. I remember when you could get those Star Wars Marvel for a series for under a £5, and now look at them. My word. Number 13 on our list, and it comes from 1980. We're in that range again. And Kevin Feige finally confirmed that Tatiana Maslany as She-Hulk. Jennifer Waters, yeah. I'm very excited for the She-Hulk TV show. I loved her in the original Hulk animated series. So full of confidence. Brilliant character. Now, a lot of us already kind of knew what actress was going to be playing her. However, we got the confirmation, and that really boosted this book. We all know the book, Savage She-Hulk, issue number 1. And this is the first appearance and origin of She-Hulk, Jennifer Waters. It's also the first appearance of Nicholas Trask, and the origin is retold of the Hulk himself, Dr. Robert Bruce Banner, and of course, Mark Ruffalo will be reprising his role as the Hulk in the She-Hulk TV show. And talking of Mark Ruffalo, I watched a good film from him the other day, Dark Waters, really good true story about basically poisoning the population. Great film. Okay, back to this one, getting off track. This book sold 28 copies and it had a 7-day trend of plus 122% with a high sale, CGC 9.8 going for a staggering $782.63. I paid 20 quid for mine in November of 2017. Raw copies now, wow, you're going to do well to get it for under 100. Great book that is. Number 12 on our list, and we're sticking with that original Star Wars series. This time it comes from 1977, and like I said, we're getting a Rogue Squadron film, and you can't really get a Rogue Squadron film without Wedge Antilles, the legend himself. And this is a newsstand copy to Star Wars issue number 5, his first appearance in comics. There we go, guys. This one is high on my radar. I've seen pence copies, but I want a nice centre, I believe. What did it do, guys? Because like you say, they're pure fire, this original series. It sold 24 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 160% with a high sale, CGC 9.8 going for a nice $184.95. Of course, most recently we saw Wedge in that little cameo in Rise of Skywalker. Number 11 on our list is a book I kind of own. I'm giving myself half a point for this one. This comes from 2005. And Young Avengers, yeah, Young Avengers issue number 1. That is our number 11 book. I don't have the real McCoy, sadly. Here is a picture of the real McCoy. Whole host of first appearances in this book. But I do own the reprint, and this one goes for quite a bit of coin now. As you can see, not for resale at the bottom there. This is the Marvel Legends reprint that came with some action figures of the Asgardian, Hulkling, Ironland and the Patriot. So I've still got the storyline, and like I say, this book's getting up there in price as well now. But like I say, it's all about the Young Avengers. We're getting them in dribs and drabs leading into the phase 5 of the MCU. Will we be getting Speed and Wiccan next? That's the big rumours. Well, it sold 20 copies, that book, and it had a 7-day trend of plus 113% with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for $500, which is impressive stuff. I paid £1.66 for that reprint, but I'm happy enough at the moment. I remember turning away a very ratty copy, though, of the real McCoy for £1 in the Birmingham Con. Number 10 on our list. We're into the big top 10 now, guys. And this is where it all gets very, very tasty. Starting with this one, which is a really undervalued book. And it's really started climbing because of the Disney Summit and the announcement of the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV show, which I'm probably that. And there's one where they're going to talk about the dark side as well. Them two are the ones that really got me excited. Can't wait to see Hayden Christensen back against Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan. The book in question, Obi-Wan's first appearance, Star Wars, issue number 2. And a whole host of first appearances. Of course, the first appearance of Luke, Obi-Wan, Han Solo, Chewbacca, the Death Star, Jabba, I believe. They're all there, guys. All there. And this is a great, great issue with this one. And then the first appearance of the Millennium Falcon. This book sold 46 copies and it had a 7-day trend of plus 100% with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for a very nice $999.99. It's been really undervalued, this book. I paid £6 for this in February of 2018, but like I say, it is a pence copy. Number 9 on our list. This is a book that's on my radar now. It comes from 2016, and this issue features the first cover appearance of Riri. And in this issue, I believe she's just on the cover, not inside the issue, but she's in the Ironheart suit. This one would definitely be heating up as we get closer to that Riri Williams Ironheart show. The book in question is Invincible Iron Man, issue number 1 from 2016, guys. Here is your book. It's on my radar, but I'm not going to overpay for it. I've got the first cameo and first full appearance of Riri. More than satisfied with that at the moment. But I'll find that eventually. I find most books. That book sold 38 copies and it had a 7-day trend plus 141% with a high sale near mint plus raw copy going for $35. 8 on our list, and I still can't understand why people were forking out the money on this one. It comes from Marvel. It comes from 2020. Now, while sales are slowing, prices are holding for the first appearance of Elektra as Daredevil. Oh my days, what's going on? Give me a nice Silver Age Daredevil book for these kind of prices. But you know the book, it is Daredevil issue 25. It is the regular cover. Here it is. Basically, from what I gathered, Daredevil's in jail now and Elektra dons the costume. And that is why people are spending a small fortune. Well, not for me, but it's got an audience for sure. What did it do? It sold 70 copies. It had a 7-day trend plus 83% with a high sale raw copy going for $50. Oh my days. Not for me. Number 7 on our list, and the Investor Summit also announced more details from the MCU that Christian Bale will be playing the villain Gore the God Butcher in Thor Love and Thunder. His first appearance comes in Thor God of Thunder issue number 2. Like I say, the first appearance of Gore and the first appearance of the Necro Sword. We may well get that as well. Let's see if he wields it. But if that happens, brace yourself for all that null speculation. Which is moving on to Thor God of Thunder issue 6, The Origin of Null, with a 9.8 hitting a new height of $599.99. This book though, this book sold 50 copies. Can you believe it? It had a 7-day trend of plus 121% and a high sale CGC 9.8 went for $500. My copy is high grade and I paid £8.47 for this back in November of 2018. Always had a bit of faith in Gore. Number 6 on our list, another DC book, and this issue features the first appearance of Summer Saeed, a young girl whose metagene was activated during the Frost King's invasion, and another character that is down to appear in the DC's future state. The book in question is Teen Titans Endless Winter issue number 1. It's a nice cover. There's your book. Like I say, I did pick up for free the DC promotional Black Border DC Future State book, which I was delighted to find for free. This book though, it sold 33 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 232% with a high sale raw copy going for $23, but now it's settled for around about $15. Number 5 on our list, and more Star Wars, more Rogue One speculation, and this speculation is leaning towards this series featuring the original squad, giving the first Rogue Squadron series a nice bump up in sale and price. The book in question from Dark Horse Comics 1995 is Star Wars X-Wing Rogue Squadron issue number 1. I actually bought issue number 2 today. There's your book, guys. This book is getting crazy in price. I also picked up issue 21 recently, which I think is going to be very key if they go that way, because that's got a first appearance of one of the Imperial pilots, I believe. But this book sold 21 copies and had a 7-day trend of plus 404% with a high sale raw copy going for $85. That was high grade. Number 4 on our list is a book I own from 2006. It was announced that Quintessa Swindle will portray Cyclone in the upcoming DC Black Adam movie in addition to the Justice Society of America. So we might be getting that film as well. The book in question, Justice Society of America, issue number 1. Like I said, the first appearance of Cyclone, who is Maxine Hunkel. We also got the first appearance of Citizen Steel, who is Nathan Haywood, who is in Legends of Tomorrow. The first appearance of the second Liberty Bell, the third Mr. America, the first appearance of Rebel, and the fifth Wildcat. Bang for your buck with this one, guys. This book sold 29 copies at a 7-day trend of plus 372%, with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for $105.50. I paid £3 for my copy, and that was one of the first DC books I bought back in early 2016. Dark Horse news now from a company that's really getting fire again due to Star Wars. But this one is news about Deadline, and they are reporting that Matthew Rhys is to headline Word, W-I-R-D, and I'm sure you know about the book, a drama inspired by comic in works at FX from Sheldon Turner. Now this helped this 1-year-old comic to land both the standard and variant cover in our top 10 this week. This one, guys, is the regular cover. Number 3 on our list is this one, Word, issue number 1. It is a book that has been on my radar, guys. But again, I'm not going to overpay now. I've learned my lesson with these indies, because a very few of these option books make it to screen. Still, if I can track one down for cover, it's mine. It sold 20 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 651%, with a high sale raw copy going for $29. Interesting to see where that one goes. That's the regular. Number 2 on our list, I said it was there in the top 10, is the variant, and it comes from Jeff Lemire. And it's the variant that beats the regular. There's your book, number 2 on our list, guys. I do like these covers. What numbers did it do? Because that's the important thing. Well, this one sold 29 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 716%, with a high sale raw copy going for $40. Like I say, 29 for the regular, 40 for the Lemire variant. And that leads us number 1 on our list. And this comic is from a parallel universe. And it's a weird 1 per store issue that ties into Donny Cates's crossover event. I must admit, I like the premise of it, but I've heard mixed things about crossover. This issue alters some of the comic story history of certain Image books. And this is a fun book, and it truly plays into a real what if. The book in question, number 1 on our list, is Solid Blood, issue 17. What a bizarre, bizarre book. A retailer comic from the man Robert Kirkman. There we go. Now, I have not a Scooby-Doo about this book. Like I say, I don't pick up new titles, but is it true that it's like an alternate reality to, is it Michonne, if I'm not mistaken? Anyway, this book landed top spot, having sold a whopping 219 copies, with a 7-day trend of plus 438% and a high sale raw copy going for a very nice $49.99, guys. That's it. That's a wrap. What have we got to offer this time, Dazzie? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm giving myself a half. I need every half point I can get. 7.5. Let me know in the comments what you got, guys. If you like what you see, please like, subscribe, share, all that jazz. I'm getting there slowly, closer to 1,000. And when I do, I've got a massive giveaway. Thanks for your support. Bye for now.